until I find those answers, I'm still the illest of our time. That's an interesting twist. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. This is Derek Hagan, and I see the world through the lens of meaning in life. And what that means is I spend a lot of my time thinking about personal values, purpose, sources of meaning, the stories that we tell ourselves, the worldviews that we have, mindfulness, resilience, everything that makes life worth living. In my professional world, I work with money and explore money's role in a meaningful life. So if you want to check that out, you can do that at meaning.blog. Here with another Ren reaction. This is Illest of our time. Everybody's been so nice in suggesting things to check out and telling me about things that I might have misinterpreted and gotten wrong and things like that. And I've got lyrics up in front of me. That's a suggestion that you all had. So if I get stuck, I can take a look at what's going on. I don't think that's cheating, because if I was listening to a CD or a tape, I would pull out the lyrics that would be in the little sleeve. So maybe that's not so bad to have the lyrics in front of me. Anyway, Ren, Illest of our time. If you're new here, when I check out Ren, I kind of just watch the first time through just to see my raw reaction or just to show what's going on. And then I kind of go through a second time with commentary and thoughts and see if there's anything that we can learn or stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get it. Ren, Illest of our time. Hey, that's that pig again. From Hi Ren. Where's he taking me?
1, 2, 3, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung. Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens. Psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time.
Get it popping, hot rocking. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-Gordon of Oppin. The strangest thing, I'm the boss. When the danger lingers, I'm plotting.
Sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like popping.
The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping, blocking me not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing. 4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic.
Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive.
Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist. So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist. Evangelist, spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it.
Pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space.
Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate.
Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey! Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchy breeding ground? The poor get poorer while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom my own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, fast like a cellular phone.
I pin like Tyson, an icon, go twice in, left right in. I'm striking like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a NASCAR.
Don't believe me, then fuck your shit.
I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well.
Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, ace, one ton bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I
want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high. Vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye. Travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find.
Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
All right, so that was, I loved the camera or the production and all the characters. There was some interesting camera work, especially when on one hand or on one shot there was all the folks, the gang with all the masks on, and then seemingly the camera turned and they were different characters. It was the same people. Ren was on both sides. So either that was some tricky camera work, or there was two sets of people and Ren just ran around. Anyway, I thought that was cool. I saw the pig again from High Ren and from Sick Boy. There was a lot of clever lyrics in there too. A lot of double meanings. A lot of stuff in there. So I think I heard a reference to Screech. So from the Tale of Screech, I hope. So let's check it out again. Let's see what we can find out. So what's going on here? Is this from the perspective of me? Like, is this my perspective? What I would be viewing if I was in this place? So the camera is standing for my eyes.
1, 2, 3, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks.
Sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. What does that mean, gets lucky when he speaks? Does that mean... so sick little puppy, I think, is in reference to maybe his health struggles, but then gets lucky when he speaks. Is he saying that this rapping is something that comes naturally to him, and he's recognizing gratitude for the skill that he has? I get lucky when I speak. Most people can't do what I do.
Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung.
An iron lung and a silver tongue. So silver tongue, I imagine, is his skill at rapping.
Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens, psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time.
Elementary, dear Watson. Nice Sherlock Holmes reference. So, inside the mind of the illest of our time. So, is the double meaning here? Is there a double meaning? 1. 2, is the double meaning the illest of our time is he's telling us that he's a good rapper. Sick, ill. That's often those words can be used to mean something that's good. But then also, is he calling himself sick? So there's two meanings to being the illest of our time.
Get it poppin', hot rockin'. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-Gordon of upping. The strangest thing, I'm the boss when the danger lingers.
Did he say... I think there was a Stranger Things reference in there. Hold on, let me look at the... Demogorgon. I'm the Demogorgon, the strangest thing. So yeah, Stranger Things reference. Awesome.
I'm plotting, sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like popping. The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping.
These double words are so incredible. I'm catching bronchitis, so I'm coughing, but you're in a funeral coffin. Coughing, coughing.
Blocking me not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing.
That's a dope Robin Hood reference. So Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the needy, steals from the rich, gives to the poor. So when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing, right? So Robin Hood. And he's telling you, the listener, that you're obviously rich, because when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood.
4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic.
Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive.
Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Pull the...
So it's just me, or I get like vibes from Planet of the Apes. But then there's the pig, who I think represents the psychiatry industry, possibly, or maybe the pharma industry.
police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist.
There it is again. Where's this? I gotta look at the lyrics here. Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kitty called Screech on the streets. I'm a masochist. Is he saying he's Screech in this case?
So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist of...
I love this. Metaphors and similes and synonyms. I mean, this is English class back in the day, right? What is a metaphor versus a simile and an analogy? And what are synonyms? And we thought, well, at least I thought, what's the point of this? I'm never going to use this crap again. And then now, who are the best rappers? Ren and the like, who can take words and use different words, you know, synonyms. They can use synonyms, or they can use clever use of antonyms, or they can just take all these things and metaphors and similes, analogies, and like mix it all together and make it sound so cool. Yet I didn't care anything about it when I was growing up.
Evangelist, spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it. Pull up, pull.
Pragmatist. I think before I speak and then I answer it. I'm gonna have to think about these things for a little bit. I'll have more information in a couple of days. All right, here's what I'm talking about. All right, so here's Ren, white shirt, white hat, white pants, and then a bunch of the animal creatures.
Pull it, bang, pull it, sang it, shot right into space. Music for the hooligans.
And now he's got no shirt on and black pants. I saw a brief pause. I think they probably turned the camera, rested it there for a while, and then turned it again, and then just sped up or cut out that piece. So they're all changing.
Place when I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space. Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate. Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey. Freedom now.
It's so good, the transitions.
All be free in a hierarchy breeding ground. The poor get poor a while, the rich get rich in style.
All right, he's talking about money. I gotta find this in the words. Okay. Freedom now has lost all its meaning now. I think he's talked about that before. He's struggling to find what freedom means, or is struggling with people who use freedom as a crutch to be jerks. That it's all kind of getting messed up, and we're fighting over what does this word mean. Can we all be free in this, or in a I can't say this word, hierarchic breeding ground? So what does freedom mean in the terms of this hierarchy? In a hierarchy, that's like that pyramid, right? You got the CEO at the top, and then you got C-suite people, and then you got the managers, and then you got the employees. Governments, president, you know, it kind of is like that. Those are hierarchies. Now, if I'm in this hierarchy, and I'm not at the top, how can I be free if I'm just part of this hierarchy? And this kind of gets to the... here's a thought. I'm going to throw it out there, see if it makes any sense. I have not articulated this before. We've got 6 core needs. Safety and security, of course. You know, you got to be safe. You got to feel like you're secure. But then there is autonomy. So I need to feel like I can make my own choices. Self-expression, I need to be able to voice my opinions. Significance, I need to feel like life is worth living and there's value in it. I lost track of where I was, but there's belonging and then there's connection. So some of these basic needs can feel like they're opposites. So I need all 6 of these. Belonging, autonomy, safety, security, self-expression, connection, and significance. I need all of those. But at times it can feel like they're at odds, right? So my need for belonging or my need for connection can sometimes feel different from my need for autonomy. I want to make my own decisions, but I also want to be a part of the group. You know, in this dance that we have, and he talked about a dance at the end of Hi Ren, can be difficult to navigate sometimes if we don't give ourselves the permission to feel uncomfortable sometimes. So I wonder if there's something there where he says, I need to be a part of a group. This group tends to fall in a hierarchy, but I also need to be free. But now I'm feeling like a tug between, can I be free and being a part of a group? And then he says, the poor get poorer. I'm going to go back a little bit. The poor get poorer. The rich get rich in style. I'll be heretic, kill a king, take his crown. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a second. But to kill a king and take his crown, isn't that you just playing the same game? Aren't you playing the same money game if you continue to do this hierarchy game? You know, my whole point, if you check out Money Game 1 and Money Game 2, is you don't have to play this money game. That's the society game. You can play it if you want to. That's kind of the default mode for a lot of people. This is what I think I'm supposed to do. But the number one regret people have at the end of their lives is that I didn't live a life that was true to myself. I instead lived a life that others expected of me. Well, playing the game you think you're supposed to do is a surefire way to get to your deathbed and experience regrets.
Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchy breeding ground? The poor get poorer while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, kill a king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own, top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome, spitting for Britain I shown, but like a cellular phone. Hyping like Tyson, an icon, go twice in, left right in, I'm striking, like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy, so eat.
This is a Queen reference, Freddie Mercury.
My words fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am not a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a NASCAR. Don't believe me, then fuck your shit. I don't feel so well.
So here's where I dig into what I think is the double meaning of sick. So I was illest in my time. Means I'm the best. And now I don't actually feel well, so I'm also ill.
Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, ace one tom bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high. Vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise.
Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Okay, so that requires more explanation. But then he says, never second guessing, intuition getting wise. So, is the interpretation here that most people say depression is a bad thing, and this is where somebody like me does not like pathologizing everything. You're not wrong just because you're feeling sad or depressed. And maybe you are. There are cases where you are. So I'm not painting broad strokes here, but just because somebody feels a little down does not mean they need antidepressants. Just because somebody's feeling a little bit afraid does not mean they need some kind of treatment program. And it's okay to not feel okay. So anyway, having got on that soapbox for a second, the depression, I can feel it as a blessing in disguise if it gives me this intuition. I don't have to second guess myself because now this depression leads the way. So there's a couple of ways I can view that. One is I'm coming out of this with a pessimistic worldview, and if that has served me well, then it's going to feel like depression is a blessing in disguise. But if I keep a pessimistic worldview, am I limiting myself? Is it hard to see outside of that box? So unsure, and that's going to be different for everybody, but the way he's talking, this depression that I have helps me because now I don't have to worry. I don't have to second guess myself. I don't have to wonder how things are going to turn out because I'm going to take the depressed view.
One to sink into the pupil of my eye, travel to the corner of my cornea and mind, look for all the answers that I never seem to find.
Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
So, hold on, I'm going to look at these lyrics again. Travel to the corner of my cornea and mind, because he said pupil of my eye, so there's another eye reference. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find. So there's questions in this world, and I want to find answers for them. until I find those answers, I'm still the illest of our time. That's an interesting twist that I'm picking up. Because this last line suggests he doesn't want to be the illest of our time. I'm looking for these answers. I can't find these answers. Until then, I'm going to be the illest of our time. So, is this talking about that second meaning of illest? I'm sick, somehow. Again, whatever sick means. Until I can find a cure for this illness, I'm going to be the illest of our time. I don't know. But I'd love for you to tell me. Let me know what I got right. Let me know what I got wrong. Let me know what else I should be checking out. Give me a like or subscribe. Let me know this is the kind of thing you like or don't like. And I'm happy to hear areas where we disagree. Try to keep it polite, though. I have no tolerance. I have no patience for trolls. That's not going to be welcomed here. So anyway, check it out, or let me know what I need to do better, what I need to check out next. And until then, I'll see you next time.